This is Google Colab Tutorial for Beginners, Part 4. Google Colab is an awesome, free web-based Jupyter Notebooks platform. You can write and share Python code, text, audio, image, video, tables, and plots for data visualization. And the best thing for Python beginners is that you don't need to download or install anything to get started. Now I'm going to show you how to create a file. The same way you create a folder, you can create a file by right-clicking your mouse, new file, and that's it. It's created. Now I'm going to call it first file. If I want to move it into the first folder, all I have to do is highlight, left-click, drag it into the first folder. Now it's contained into the first folder. If I want to rename it, just highlight it, right-click, rename file. I'm going to say second file. That's been renamed. Okay. And that's pretty much it. Next, I'm going to show you how to open a text file. So in order to open a text file, I'm going to have to upload a new file. And I can upload files and folders by right-clicking and choosing upload here, or I can just go up here to this icon and click upload. One thing it's important to know is that everything that I'm going to upload here right now, it's only good for this session. Once this session is closed, I lose these things. So I'm going to show later how to mount your drive so you can have some persistence to your files and folders. Okay. I'm going to bring up this text file here. Okay. And it's right there. I'm going to move it into my second file just to show you how to keep things organized. There you go. And I want to be able to read this file here, uplifting energy. Okay, I want to be able to read that file. So under how to open a text file here, to keep it organized, I'm going to create a code cell. So now that I have this text file uploaded, I'm going to show you how to open this file. And I'm going to do it this way. File equals open, open parenthesis, open quotes, and I'm going to come over here to the file, right click, and copy its path. I'm going to bring it between the quotes, Control V to paste it, and I'm going to run this cell just to make sure that there's no errors. Okay, so this line over here opens this uplifting energy file, but I haven't read the file yet. So I'm going to show you how to read the file under this heading here, how to read a text file. I'm going to insert another code cell. I'm going to say content equals, I'm going to call a function on this file. I'm going to say file.read function. And the file is a small text file, so I can use this read function without any problems. I'm going to read it and put the contents into this variable that I just named content. And then I'm going to print the contents of that file. I'm going to run the cell. And then it prints the content of that text file. This is basically a credit attribution for using free music that I found online. That's the content of that particular file. This is how you read a file. Now, once you're doing working with files, you got to make sure to close the file. So I'm going to insert another code cell here. I'm going to say file dot close to close that file. I'm going to run this cell. No errors. And I open the file. Okay, so now it's closed. But there's a better way actually working with files, opening and closing files, which is to use a context manager. I'm going to show you how to do that here in this notebook. I'm going to insert another code cell. I'm going to write with open quotation marks. I'm going to copy the path to that file once again, copy path. I'm going to Control V to paste it in between the quotes. And I'm going to say with open this file as, I'm going to call it F for now. Okay. I'm going to say content. I'm going to call content 2 because I already created content 1 up here. Content 2 equals f.read. And now I'm going to print the content of content 2 variable. If you're enjoying the content of this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on my next videos. And stick around because at the end of this series, I'm going to be showing you some very cool data visualization techniques. So with open, the complete path to that file as F, and I'm going to call the read function on that F, which stands for file, and I'm going to put that in this, the contents in this content2 variable here. I'm going to print the contents of that variable by running this cell, and it prints the same thing that it prints up here. So this is a better way because now I don't have to close it because the context manager takes care of that for me. As I said earlier, all the uploads that you do, all the files and folders that you upload, they're only going to remain here for the duration of the session. So if you want persistence, if you want to be able to find these files here, let's say tomorrow, then you can't do it the way I was doing. You have to mount your Google Drive here. And it's very simple to do, okay? Some people write code in here in order to do it. I just rather come up here on the left-hand panel. You see Mount Drive. You click that on that once. It says mounting the Google Drive. It says permit this notebook to access your Google Drive files. It's asking you permission, so you say connect to the Google Drive if you want persistence. It says right here is mounting Google Drive. Once it finishes, the drive is going to show up here. So let's wait. There it is. The drive is right there. And then if I expand this up, that's my drive. Open this up. All my other folders are there. So if I want to make sure that whatever files I've uploaded, I can access them again, just make sure that the files that I put in the first folder, they're all inside Google Drive. So this way you can access it anytime. That's how you mount the drive. All right, so now we're going to get to the images. I'm going to show you how to display images here in two different ways. The first one is using the display module of the IPython library. So I'm going to say insert code. I'm going to do something like display image, open parentheses, open quotes, and now I'm going to upload a file here. Upload. I'm going to look for a thumbnail. Once that's uploaded, looks like it is. Okay, so now I'm going to copy the path by right-clicking once it's selected and say copy path. Bring the cursor in between the quotation marks and do Control V to paste it, and I'm going to run it. And here's the image of the thumbnail displayed here. There's another way of doing this, which is instead of running a code cell, I'm going to actually insert a text cell like that. And here I'm going to use this menu and come all the way here to this little mountain icon. If you leave the cursor there, it's going to say insert image. I'm going to click on that once. It's going to open up my folder explorer here. I'm just going to look for a different thumbnail. Let's see. I'm going to use this one for binary tree thumbnails. Double click and wait a little bit. It brings all the stuff over here, but don't get scared. All I have to do is Click outside. This video is part of a 6-part tutorial on Google Colab. So to get the most out of this tutorial, make sure to watch the entire series. And you should be able to see there. You see, that's a different image. So this one using the display module of the IPython library, and this one here using the insert image from the editing context menu for text. Now let's say I want to display and play an audio. Okay, I'm going to insert another code cell here. I'm going to upload a different file. I'm going to right click on this left panel, upload, and I'm going to go conditionals, I'm going to say audio clips, and there's this little piece of music here. I'm going to bring it up. It's uploading. See the little icon showing its progress. While it does it, I'm going to write down here display dot audio, open parentheses, open quotes. Okay, the MP3 file has been uploaded, so I'm going to right click and copy its path, just like we've done before. I'm going to bring the cursor in between the quotation marks here. I'm going to do Control V to paste it, and I'm going to run this cell. A little audio player is going to show up just beneath this cell if everything is working fine. Let's see. So here's a player, is already ready to go. If I press over here, I can hear the audio. I'm not sure whether you can hear the audio or not, but I can. I'm going to pause it. It's working fine.